Good Monday morning, July the 20th, 2026. Forex Factory is not showing much information as far as news this week, so it's going to be kind of a quiet week. And what you're looking at on the screen here is I finally figured out how to put these two screens together. So we have the Livewire on the left and we have the Simple Market Metrics on the right. So we're going to see what kind of movement we get today as we trade the markets. All right, the markets have just opened up, and we see here on the live wire a lot of jumping around over on the simple market metrics. We have a little bit of a green upward movement. Green is on top of the line here, which is indicating some upward movement. I am not trading the open this morning. I'm going to wait to around 9:45 to actually get into some trades. This would have been an ideal one right out of the gate here, but a lot of things happen over the weekend. It's like I said, so that much downtime on the markets, it gets kind of wild. And I want to kind of learn having these two side by side to see how easy it's going to be able to get in and out of trades without constantly looking up and down. So what I'm watching today is going to be the change over here. Also, we see on the live wire what's happening right here. I want to say I'm not feeling as frisky this morning, a little more tired, and so I'm kind of taking it more easy. That's why I'm waiting to 9:45 to kind of just get an idea what the market's going to do. With this all running up, we may get a pullback here. We already have a red starting to come in. We have some downward movement. Let me see where this candle closes at, then we'll see if we're going to get into the trade. So we're going to watch for the doji here. We're seeing red increasing here. I think I am going to get into, take that trade. We're seeing red increasing here. So my getting into the trade was based upon what we see on the simple market metrics, but we see here on the live wire that the black candles were starting to come in and the red was increasing. So based upon Kellyanne's rules, this would not have been a good trade to take. But on the simple market metrics, it was definitely a good trade to take. We're still going down and we're going down here. So we're going to be looking for a yellow candle to show up here eventually. In the meantime, the red candles on the simple market metrics are continuing to go down. The blue line here is the 100 EMA. The white dashed line is the center band of the Bollinger Band. I'm starting to get a little bit of change in direction here on the candle, so I may soon get out of the trade. Also on the simple market metrics, we're starting to see the lower slope. I'm going to close this trade. My main computer that I was tied to the VPS had a crash. I had to reinstall it, so I was quickly trying to get into the trade, so I couldn't get out of the trade before now. But hey, thank goodness it was a good run. Okay, for all the computer problems we have, it's just interesting that we even make money. So on the video, we're going to be missing the downward run as this came down. I have learned in the past getting into a run now usually winds up costing me the trade. So we'll look maybe for a bounce up. Starting to see a little bit of sideways movement here. Green coming in. We're starting to get close to the bottom here. But like any other day, we do not know which way the market is going to go. Little green coming in. Let's see if it turns over to the green like we saw here. Maybe we can get in for a little bit of a run up. Both charts are like they're running up. I'm going to get into it real quick. So I'm in here. Let's see where it runs to. It is not looking too favorable. I may go ahead and get out. I'm going to close that trade right there because what I'm seeing over here, the long wick, got a lot of, that was a 5-point gain. Not much of a pullback. We saw this doji here, which would have been the indicator to get going. Could have gotten a little bit earlier as a result of that. That was at 10:02:01, 10:02:01 was on this black candle right here. Getting some solid dots up here now. So may continue to go down. I'm going to take the downward movement here. Let's just see. But we're having a lot of wide movement. You see it over here. It's not a clean down run. And I'm going to close that out. Just take the profit I had. It was roughly 16 points, looks like. So that was trade number 3. We do have some strong up movement right now. Let's just see if we can capitalize on that. And as I get ready to pull the trigger, I see the red candle coming in on the simple market metrics, and we're going back down again. We see this doji right here. So had the doji right there, had another doji right there. So you could have picked up 10 points. You could have picked up 10 points. Doji here going sideways right now. Want to get back in because we do have upward movement here. So we see the blue here. We see the rise in the green. And we're going back down again, looks like. I'm going to close that out for a loss. But again, we're getting into some up and down movement. Here, the same thing here, up and down movement. You could actually take this box and draw it out. Right below the box, we'll take it down trade. Could have got in right there to get that run up. We only have hollow candles on the green here, but hollow candles here. So 10:22, 10:22. Yeah, so roughly when this doji happened is when this change happened here. We have the blue coming up, going up. Let's go ahead and take this trade. Well, give me a minute to see what the candle's going to do here. Both candles have wick out top and bottom. So we may be having a turn here. Appears to be continuing to go up. I've messed up this back here. I got to reset this chart to get that. We can't go by this right now because somehow or another I have messed up the lines over here. So this is not accurate right now. And that's kind of throwing me off of that being not been accurate. Based upon the live wire, we've got blue on blue moving up. We could take a trade and see where we go. Working our way back to the open. Got into it way too late. Got into that trade way too late. And we have the red starting to come in here. I'm going to get out of that trade. It's another loss there. And I think I'm going to call it quits. I am up over the day. So since we have the live wire with our numbers, let's take a look at what we did today. So trade number 5 was a loss. Trade number 4 was a loss. Trade number 3 was a gain. Trade number 2 was a gain. And trade 1 was our massive gain at the very beginning. So with that, we're going to call it quits for the day. You can probably hear my voice. I am tired. Overall, a positive day. But thank you for watching. We'll not be trading tomorrow. The next day we're out of town. But we'll hope to get back in by the end of the week just to see if we can get a few trades in as a positive for the overall week. And we will talk to you all again soon. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you all for watching our trading activity today. We plan on posting 2 or 3 videos a week to demonstrate the simple market metrics and the live wire trading indicators. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.